Hello, 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 travelers, and welcome back to the next episode, Next episode of The Bear. This was a borderline, well, maybe I'm exaggerating, but I felt like this was a borderline shadow drop. A teaser trailer popped up for it, and I was like, oh, I'll get around to watching that for the new season. I didn't realize how close June was when they said, hey, it's coming up in June. There hasn't been much of a marketing push. I don't know, people online are speculating season 3 underperformed, so what they're thinking is that they just kind of, instead of making it a big thing and hyping it up, doing a huge marketing push, they try to pull back on all of that and kind of focus more on just the quality and the story. Because here's the thing, talk to anybody about the show, I didn't dislike season 3, but if I had to, out of all 3 seasons of The Bear that exist so far, not counting this one obviously, 3 would be my, I still enjoyed it. There were still some S-tier episodes, like maybe 2 or 3 of them, but overall, it's still my least favorite of the 3 seasons. But now, 4 is out. We had the big cliffhanger at the end of the last season, and to be continued, where the funeral, the final service for Chef Terry, our girl, Sid, she had a bit of a panic attack. It's all coming back to me now. And the review for The Bear went up, and we saw Carm's reaction. He didn't see what the actual review said, but it dropped, and then to be continued, The Bear will be back. Funny enough, almost the exact same time from 1 year ago today. So I figure I'm just gonna jump on into it. Luckily, I'm not biased yet. I've seen no articles. I know nothing about the content of this season or the episodes, anything like that. I have no idea what's going to happen. I've only looked so far as that, and I appreciate the vagueness here. I have not read any of these episode descriptions. I just see they're all dishes, either dishes or food again, or a title or something like that. 10 episodes. I assume we're looking at 30-minute chunky, like 30-minute boys, maybe an occasional 45-minute chonker. My gal and I, we got Hulu without ads this time, finally. So if you're on Patreon, you're already seeing this, and that's great. Thanks. But if you've ever considered hopping onto Patreon, like whenever this makes it over to YouTube, consider this. Now's a great time. If you want to join the Patreon, you will get early access to these weeks, if not maybe even a month or 2 in advance. Full, uncut, HD, uncensored, HD video accompaniment. The Bear utilizes a lot of needle drops and tracks that are thematically relevant to the show, so you would get to enjoy those in their entirety with me. Otherwise, they will be, of course, severely edited for the YouTube format. No worries if you're on YouTube in general and just watching this. Already, I appreciate love and support, and you being there is more than enough. So I've done more than enough yapping. Thank you guys and gals so much, as always. Let's get into episode 1, Groundhogs. And we're looking at, how long is it? Yep, see, 30 minutes. 30 minutes. There you go. Just so you know, I'm wearing blue because based on the poster and all this, as you can clearly see, a lot of blue. It's like, I feel like I'm watching Severance season 2. Like, there's a lot of blues. 3 felt like Carmy just tunnel vision in the aftermath of what happened in season 2, and then 3 was just him being like, I gotta work, I got nose to the grindstone, I gotta grind, we gotta get that star, you know, take us there, Bear. Super side note, I'll make it quick, but I did just recently get back from Chicago, and I'll post a picture or two. We did go to Mr. Beef. We did go check out the Mr. Beef restaurant that the show's inspired by, and I gotta say, because I tried out a couple other beef sandwiches while I was there. Low-key might have been the best one. Delicious. If they're not too intrusive, I might try to do some English subtitles. We're in winter time now. We weren't quite in winter yet, were we? I mean, I'm sure they were wearing jackets. But the question is, how was the review? I bet it's a dream. This feels very dreamlike. Flashback, golden lighting, pistachios. Oh boy. What? No, the subtitles aren't even synced up properly. Fuck that. Get out of here. And they have the ugly... I hate when subtitles have that ugly black bar behind them.
You know, it didn't work out. So.
Which thing?
Rental cars.
What?
Everybody thought it was stupid. You do this all the time.
No,
What
Mike,
were you gonna say?
Mike,
What
I
were
was
you
gonna
gonna
ask if you gave a shit about it.
Give a shit about what, Carm?
You just gave a shit about the rental car business.
I don't know.
Well, there you go.
I don't give a shit about that. You need to stir that. For Christ's sake, I hear it sticking. All right.
What if I wanted to open a restaurant?
Why a restaurant?
Why not a restaurant?
Like you already have a restaurant.
Yeah, but this would be a different restaurant.
Tell me more.
Every one of our good memories, they happen in restaurants, right?
Food always brings
Mom,
people together.
You know, we couldn't stop laughing. Restaurants are special places, right?
We talked about it a bit last season.
People go to restaurants to be taken care of.
Or celebrate.
Right? They
come
go to
together.
restaurants to celebrate, to relax, to not have to think about anything else for a minute. No, even Dad. I don't know. The only time I can remember him being even remotely happy was when he would talk about that Irish place.
It was a shithole. It smelled like a dumpster. It was fucking hell.
Yeah, how was the
He
food
loved it.
though?
Yeah. You like do that? You think about Pop?
What was he like?
Like when was the last time you talked to him? You feel that? That's pretty much it. Carmen, that's what he's like.
Damn.
Well, everybody loves restaurants.
That's true.
Even assholes.
I don't know, man. I'm in a restaurant every single day of my life, and I've definitely met thousands of people who definitely do not love restaurants.
Yeah, well, they would love ours.
Yeah, why is that?
Because it would be ours.
I mean, listen, just because you've like been to fucking Napa, you know, it doesn't make this a not business, you know? Just
Well, I
'cause you,
know
like, put
that.
grass on plates.
No, I know that. It's fucking hard, right? It's fucking hard.
No
and
fucking
and
idea.
that's what makes it special, right? It's fucking hard and it's gnarly and
Yeah.
it's brutal and it's specific and not everybody can do it, but I can do it. Mike, look, we could do this. Right? We could take care of people. We could make it calm. We could make it delicious.
Giving him.
Play good music.
See, it's also wanting to bring that environment because then even for their family, like yeah, there's some nice memories mixed in. But we saw with Fishes, I mean, literally even those times where people coming together for family meals was supposed to be like togetherness and family and like community in that sense, like both family found and otherwise. Even that ended up being such a tumultuous affair due to just the, the volatility of the family, and whether it was Donna, her mental afflictions, or whether it's Mikey and his substance abuse and all this. Like it's really sweet what Carmi wanted to do, and I've said it before, and I'm sure in prior seasons of the show, in like reacting and talking about it, but it is a damn shame that he always wanted to get a restaurant with Mikey, and Mikey never truly let him in that way. And it wasn't until after Mikey takes his own life and then leaves him the restaurant that's the closest that Carm's ever going to get to having a restaurant with him. And now he's just taking that and his coping mechanism of trying to apply his skill set to succeed and achieve and help people around him and run with that, and taking a direction Mikey never would have wanted. But I'm going to get on my soapbox again, I'm sure. So I'll stop myself before I get into it. I still believe that Carm needs to find that balance between respecting the traditions and what made the beef special, and now what makes the bear unique, and also like just best of both worlds. You can make it high dining, or you can make good nice food, but don't lose sight of what made the restaurant what it was.
We can make people happy.
He wants to provide, again, a trauma response in a way, wanting to provide for others what you couldn't provide for yourself. And I've been there.
You never really thought about this, huh?
Of course. Is this before Fishes?
I know what it smells like.
Oh.
What do you call it?
We could call it Mikey's.
Oh.
I think I got a better one.
How about the bear? Roll credits.
There wasn't one today.
That Bill Murray?
Hello?
Oh, is Bro watching Groundhog Day? Why it's called Groundhogs? Is this the same night that he read the review? Is it in the newspaper too? I'm guessing it was a good review. And I saw the trailer. I think it's a good review, but they still like their operating costs are still too high, and Uncle Jimmy's still gonna have some qualms.
What would you do if you were stuck in one place and every
Damn.
day was exactly the same?
Damn.
And nothing that you did mattered.
Damn. Gotta get busy living or get busy dying. Carmi just needs to find better coping mechanisms. And he really needs to actually like address his trauma. Well, he threw the review away. I assume that's what it was on. Or is he gonna fish it back out?
Hey, I've seen a show or two before.
Oh no. Wow, it wasn't a good review. Bear necessities missing. The bear stumbles with culinary dissonance. Something. Sorry, it's a little bit hard to see. Striving for excellence with a chaos menu, but often missing the mark. Go fucking figure. Only the classic Italian beef sandwich was exactly the same delicious. I remember. Wait, typo was exactly the same delicious I remember. Go figure that you were like shooting for the stars and you're a good chef, but it couldn't be sustained, and the chaos menu couldn't be sustained, trying to do too much. And like even the reviewer was like, this is the classic Italian beef was just how I remember, but this new high concept culinary, I legitimately am a little bit surprised. I didn't think it was going to be a poor review, although the review has a bit of a grammatical error there. All that work he put in, take us there, Bear, and he's gonna feel like it still isn't good enough. Oh, he's Mikey, yeah. Damn. You're gonna have to make some changes. You're gonna have to close up shop. This could be the redemption arc. Season 4, calling it now. Season 3 went hard in the paint. The divide started happening, losing sight of the heart and the soul. We got to get back to our roots of what made this place special. Or I could be wrong entirely. This place could crash and burn. Morning. Suppose you saw the review, huh?
You're gonna have to be a little more specific.
I wasn't good enough.
Aw. Told you.
Could be better.
Okay. I don't know if that's a takeaway.
What's the takeaway?
The Trib ate here 3 times at 3 different restaurants.
The food sounded good.
Sometimes
They didn't like the vibe.
they didn't like the chaos, and yeah, frankly, I don't know if I do either.
You think I like chaos?
I think that you kind of like.
I mean,
I think Harm unintentionally fosters an environment of chaos, like between him and Richie at each other's throats. I mean, like you watched the same season I did last year. I mean,
I think you needed to be talented. You would be just as good. You would be great. Maybe even better of, a cook without this need for, like, mess. Dysfunction.
true.
You're shutting down. I can feel you shutting down. You can feel it in this place. I have no idea, like, where you are.
I don't like dysfunction.
Okay, well, what do you like?
I like this.
Okay.
Us talking.
That was, like, maybe the most miserable delivery of someone liking something, I think, ever. Try to be less miserable first.
Look, when they're like, when the synergy is there, when like everybody's amiable, it's this place still going up the gum, yeah. Like we've seen when everybody works together. I was so crestfallen the fact that like Richie had, Forks that episode. He came around to it. He got it, and it was so disheartening. And that's the point where he finally saw the light, and he was like, "Yo, dude, I'm good at this shit. Let's get it. I want to succeed and win." And then like Harm should have been like, "Okay, yeah, word. This is what I've wanted from the word go. Let's make it work." Like when everybody is working together, that's when this place functions the best, and we need to get back to that.
She came home from your house and now she thinks that you're mad at her.
No. Let me tell you. She wanted a bear that cost $100, and I said no, and then she got pissed, and I didn't back down.
Oh no.
Okay, cool. That's all you gotta say.
She said she deserved it, and I wasn't taking no for an answer. And I don't know, does Frank buy her a lot of shit?
Oh,
Maybe you guys just
no.
parent differently now, and
Oh,
I'm out of the
no.
loop, maybe?
What are you talking about?
Look, I tried to establish and set rules by fostering an independence to help her develop a set of self-control. Okay, not unlike the way I run my business.
She's
Oh,
7,
no.
Richard.
You know what, Tiff?
No.
I'm sorry, I gotta take this. I'll call you back.
See, now we're conflating the parenting side with the business, and the stress of the review and the business is gonna get in. Oh, be careful now, Rich. Be careful. Richie, my boy. Rich Hizzle for Rizzle. Like, come on. You are like father of the year. Dude, they go through Tums like there's no tomorrow. Oh, boy.
You stare at it for one more minute, and then we throw it away.
Meanwhile, husband of the year. Marcus, how we doing?
You good?
No.
You ever feel like you're stuck in the same day, like over and over again?
Like Groundhog Day? I have before.
Yeah, what'd you do? Like, how'd you fix it?
Started working here.
I tried that.
We'll get there, Bear. Oh, Community College of Chicago. Yo, okay, let's go. All right, dude. Ibrahim.
Sir, creating opportunity.
System?
For me, yes.
Hell yeah.
And setting up new delivery app. And trying to keep the window as busy as possible.
Nice.
No problem there.
Look at him.
Review loved your sandwiches.
Love it.
Nice work.
Let's
They
go.
liked other things too.
change was so scary for him. And then Tina was there to help like challenge him, help guide him. And now look at that. Yeah, he's holding it down. Delivery app, the old silver fox. He's got that going for him. Dude's gonna go to community college. Look, it's like Terry said, and I love it. It's never too late to start over. And that's true. It's never too late to start over. And I love how Ibrahim, not starting over necessarily, but growing and evolving like Richie and so many other people have, while not foregoing what you already had and what's already been laid down. Evolution on the foundation of what you already had going. Taking the best parts, trimming the fat of the worst parts. Love to see it. Oh, now is Sid going to take his offer, though? I almost forgot Sid has that whole offer going with his restaurant, with Shapiro. She hasn't talked to Carmi about it either yet. Give her a panic attack this early in the morning. You gotta talk to Carm about it. Or maybe you don't have to talk with him about it, but... Well, no, it's a conversation you need to have, especially because Carm... Yeah, I take it back. Carm and Gain want partnership.
The review said the pasta was late. All 3 visits. I've been fucking up.
Oh.
We're in a new system. You should have reviewed it in a few weeks.
I feel like the only way I can look at it is like... I gotta get my head in the game. I gotta focus. I gotta get faster. You know, take some of the positive, take some of the negative.
Don't be too hard on
Head
yourself.
down, good work. That's my system.
Good system, sir.
System, baby.
But you also need work-life balance. Don't forget
There's something we want to show you.
the computer.
Tremendous. Computer display.
Probably guess what's going on over there.
I don't know if you could. We've got computer plugging a clock into the wall.
Props are proving to be effective.
Anybody read anything good lately?
Oh my god. Flair for
Just
the dramatic,
curious.
huh?
It's displaying 1,440 hours. Anybody know how long that is?
3 months.
2
2 months.
Fuck me.
Neff, I don't know what you're worse at, math or calling people back. Anyway, the clock is telling you officially how much money we have left.
Okay, but we've got 10 months to pay you back,
9
right?
months.
9 months.
Oh my god.
Which leaves a gap of...
7.
Jesus.
Okay. So?
We have an option in the deal. If the business starts to bleed profusely, we're allowed to act.
Act. So what does that mean?
It's just a tourniquet, buddy. When that clock shows
Protect your
0,
interests.
this
Gotta do it.
restaurant needs to cease operations.
I mean, we knew this was possibly coming. This was a possibility.
Really sorry.
Is there anything we can do?
Sydney.
Okay, am I wrong, though, in thinking that 2 months is actually a pretty good parachute?
Yeah, I agree.
No, you're both right.
Then what's the problem?
First off, it's fine to okay parachute, for which we owe a great deal of praise to the gentleman running the beef window, because that business is shockingly rocking. Secondly, this parachute doesn't take into consideration any repayment of loans, produce terms, delivery terms, reservation no-shows. My sampling shows no growth or escalation, which is the sign of a dead business. Third, you're talking about a healthy parachute. This is not that.
Well, what's making our parachute unhealthy?
Yeah.
Full of holes.
What kind of holes are we talking about?
Fucking bazooka-sized holes, courtesy of Chicago fucking trip.
Well, there were nice words.
Absolutely, but there were also words like confusing and show-offy.
And dissonance.
And dissonance. Come-
What are you telling us?
Did you read my charts?
Absolutely not.
I color-coded them for you.
Well, I tried, and no offense, the colors were weird, and it was depressing.
Yeah, I read the charts.
And?
They got depressing.
Right,
Oh.
so, you know, unless there's a marked difference, gigantic fucking change, if that doesn't happen, this is this.
This is literally Kitchen Nightmare situation. Kitchen Nightmares 101. Not to say that Ramsey is the baseline here, but okay, I would say scale back, less hoity-toity, still be a finer dining experience. Get a menu. Get that menu. Simplify things. Simplify, enhance quality. Keep the beef, of course, the sandwiches and all that. Maybe do some other Chicago-style dishes. Maybe still some fine dining. No chaos menu. Cut down on the expensive ingredients. Cut back on costs. Keep the interior, sure. Simplify, redesign. Get a menu that is going to work, that people are going to love. They're spreading themselves too thin on almost every front.
Unc, is this real?
I'm so sorry, darling.
Chad, is
I
this
gotta
real?
Put the restaurant back on the market, try and recoup something.
They're telling us that we're gonna have to close the restaurant because after that point...
Be like beating a dead horse.
May I speak for a moment? I read that article very carefully. I admit, initially I did bristle and dismiss it as the musings of some scoosed-em-up millennial jagoff, no offense. But upon reflection, I'm dropping the ball, all right? There's no excuse That man came in 3 times. I should have known it, not because he's a critic, because he's a repeat guest. There's no excuse for that, and I am very, very sorry.
I appreciate that.
No.
I think that I should be the one that's taking the
Enough
blame.
of Martyr Carmen. Let me
No,
just finish
I'm
what
trying to
to
tell you it's my fault.
No, here we go again. Here we go again. Kumbaya. Come on.
Fucking hiring people.
Everybody quit. I needed to replace them. That's science.
Who quit?
Eric, Debbie, and David.
Who the fuck are Eric, Debbie, and David?
See, dissonance. Exactly. The separation between front of house and back of house. I've had the same problem in hospitality and buildings, like in previous buildings that I've worked at in the past. Something as simple as the lack of communication between the concierge at the front desk and management in the leasing office. And if you have that dissonance and that lack of conversation there, then it's going to make everybody look bad. Then you got, you got the office uninformed, and you got the front desk looking like a bunch of jagoffs with their dicks in their hands whenever residents come up and have like questions or concerns or comments. And it's like, you need, again, I say this, I was just talking about this in the White Lotus the other day. Communication. This is supposed to be your house, Bear. Carmi, this is your place of operation. This is your goddamn business. And you don't even know who's working front of house? Like, get out of town with that nonsense. You should know. Richie should be telling you. You should be having conversations, meetings, weekly, if not daily, about what's going on in the kitchen and back there, what's going on at the front of house and up there. And we even saw the breakdown of communication in the last season when it was, even the menu was getting so complicated and complex. And even in the kitchen, like Carm and Sid not on the same page. It was too much dissonance. And then even in the front of house and back of house, like Rich he couldn't do his job properly because they were changing it up on him too much.
What about when we get the star? If we get the star.
If we get a Michelin star. Do we even need a star to get the money back? We just need to get the money back.
I'm serious.
Carmen, this has never been more serious, okay? Never, ever.
We're gonna get the star.
How? I don't think we need the star.
That amount of time to get it.
No, now again, the motif of the clock and time and feeling like he's always running out of it. And now he's going to focus on the wrong fucking things. The literal issue is staring you in the face, just like, it's right here. Collaboration is what we need. Dissonance is what we have. And instead he's like, well, I mean, the review didn't work, so I'm going to get the star. That'll get us where we need to go. It's like, what, the star is going to come with $250,000 dollar payout? Like, maybe make a name for yourself, sure, but you need people. You need collaboration. You need the money coming in from repeat customers. And I'll tell you one thing for sure. Like, if you have good food, I don't give 3 wet shits if you have a Michelin star or not. I'm going to come back because you have good food and it's a great vibe in there and it's a family-owned establishment.
I want to let you know that we got a robot, so nobody freak out when you see it riding around outside. Chucky delivers. I got a free with a delivery app.
Got a delivery
Excellent
bot.
work.
Nice work.
Carry on.
One of those little drones that like the little
Just so we're
robots.
clear,
Crazy.
Nobody's gonna spend any more money, right? I am looking right at you, Richard.
Chuck's buying droids.
It was free.
Fucking gratis.
Look, I'm not hiring anybody else.
Chuck's buying droids.
Okay?
Anybody else?
Oh,
Who'd you hire?
we got some guest cast for this season. New team, fresh start, baby.
Non-negotiables.
Hey, got him.
So,
Yo!
What seems to be the biggest
Let's fucking go! Let's fucking go! Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I love it. Oh my god, the serotonin. I'm so happy. Let's fucking go. We got the Terry A team up in this bitch. Yo, I'm gonna cry. Are you kidding me? She got the fucking checkered flag. Like, the finish line over here. F1 pin represent. Dude, we got the fucking squad. We got the A team, the crew up in this bitch. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh my god, I'm so happy about that.
issue.
Hell yeah. Here we go. We're gonna get our house in order, baby. We're on
Let's
it.
start with signals. We're gonna communicate without saying anything.
How do we do that?
If I'm making direct eye contact and I make this motion, you come to me.
How do I know that you're looking at me?
Because he's looking right at you.
Thank you, Gary.
Chefs
Got
Carmen
it.
and Sydney.
Chef.
Can you devote a daily 20-minute meeting to discuss menu with all staff?
Yes, chef.
Yo, dude, she's on it. I told you. Yo, what did I just say? Communication, weekly, if not daily meeting. Dude, this is great. We're turning this ship around. Groundhogs no more, baby.
Next up is the wine list. Gary, feeling good about pairings?
Yes, chef. I'm getting better at it. It's just the class is so technical. A lot of stuff is just going over my head.
There's a lot to it, yeah. To be a sommelier?
I have a friend I want you to see.
What happens if a four-top cancels day of, like happened just fucking now?
It's fine. We're overbooked.
We don't overbook.
Oh.
I know, I do.
Oh.
Computer, your chart suggests midweek we average 2 no-shows a night, so I'm gonna overbook by 2 tables.
Yeah, what do you do if everyone shows?
They call that a champagne problem.
Hell yeah. We got the pros in here now. Chucky. Oh no. Embracing the
Green means we're
future.
on time, red means we're behind.
Ain't good but bad.
You got it.
Perfect. Simple. What did I just say? I'm telling you, Kitchen Nightmares 101. That's being reductive, but still, Kitchen Nightmares 101. It's you simplify it. You simplify it, and then you can focus on the quality, make that better. Dude, what did I say? I told you, it was too much. It was too much, too chaotic. There's a bunch of really talented people, good individual components, a puzzle piece. You're not going to be able to put a puzzle together very easily if they're all abstract and spiky and crazy and kind of fighting each other. Simplify the puzzle pieces, make them nice and well-made and constructed, and then just put them back together.
One's for the night, one's for the turn, one's for the dish. We need each course out under 3 minutes. You're my clock. What do you say, chef?
Yes, chef.
Yes, chef. Yes, chef. The ticking time clock in the fucking building isn't
Marcus, you prep
helping.
for tonight?
Almost chef.
Oh, hey, it happens.
Sounds like Marcus needs extra hands at pastry. Can somebody back him up?
I'm there.
Thank you, Tina.
Oh, also, somebody stands up. Do not fold the napkin. Okay, this is not a passive-aggressive establishment.
Yeah, that's
Get all the individual components in the turnaround going.
Oh, we'll spend less and spend better.
Like it in theory.
Our flour budget is fucking crazy, okay?
I know, and I apologize, okay? I blame it on my elegance.
I'm blaming on my elegance.
I'm on Expo. Richie, Neil, Gary, Renee, and Garrett, you're out front. Everybody else back here.
All right, here we go. Let's go,
7
go,
hours
go.
to service,
Move,
2
move,
hours
move.
to beef window. Every second counts. Let's get to work.
Every second counts. I think that the only mistake that's been made in all of this, I get the need for the dramatic, but having the literal ticking time clock in the damn kitchen isn't really going to be doing anybody any favors. Hell yeah. Oh, it's so cool. I'm so happy that they're all working together in the kitchen. Oh,
Fire bass. Tina, waiting
it
on
keeps
him,
slowing
Kevin
down a
Howell,
little
6
bit.
by 4 by 2.
It's not going to
Waiting
be
on 6
overnight.
chocolate tart.
It's going to take
How
some
long?
time.
1 minute, chef.
Oh, no shellfish.
Yo.
Gotcha.
How long?
On our shit. On our shit. Don't even look at it. Don't even look at it. Get that out of the damn kitchen. Time's always ticking away. Every second counts. The clock motif. Season after season, it's getting to him. It just keeps getting to him, and it's gonna keep getting to him. Ooh, off to a good start. Promising. We have our issue for the season. I'm in it. I'm in for it, man. Off to a great start. First episode, great. I laid out in my opinion of what they needed to do, and then they started like working on it and doing it. So what more is there to say? I don't think we're gonna get a Michelin star. I don't think we need a Michelin star. We just need to work better together and work more efficiently and reconnect. Carm and Rich need to have a conversation. Carm and Claire need to have a conversation. Carm and Carm need to have a conversation. Carm and Sid need to have a conversation. This can work. As Paul Atreides would say,
I do see a way. There is a narrow way through.
Thank you guys and gals so much for watching. Like I said, if you're on Patreon, thanks. Thank you, boo. If you're considering it, now'd be a great time. Like I said, you get early access on Patreon, weeks if not months in advance for all the content I make, including the show, full reactions, uncut, uncensored HD video accompaniment. Not to mention my entire backlog of reaction series, including movie commentaries, and Patreon exclusive shows and series, plus couples react content as well with my gal pal. Otherwise, if you're on YouTube, that is of course more than enough. All I would ask for you in return, perhaps drop a like before you go drop a deuce. Tell me if you agree with me. Tell me if you think I'm a big, mean, stinky poo-poo head who was wrong, or be one of those people every now and then that says, you talk too much, you pause too much. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Tell me how I'm doing reaction series improperly. Please do. But in any case, thank you so much for watching. I love you, bear. Love you, bears out there. Hey, well, pride, right? Have a good day. Have a good night. As always, goodbye, travelers.